Welcome back. Dale Myers with Vision Advanced. Uh, I want to talk to you guys about why perfectionism is bad for business. So, having a conversation with actually a couple of different people. One of them is interested in internet marketing, still undecided is if it's going to be drop shipping or affiliate marketing, and the other person is wanting to do some form of entertainment consulting, if you will. Both of them are perfectionists. They are trying to dot every I and cross every T, and they've had these business ideas for one person about 5 to 7 years, the other one for more than a year or so, and still they aren't ready to pull the trigger. And this is something that we see a lot, and I've been guilty of this to a point. But understand this: don't let perfectionism be a crutch for fear. That's one point. Sometimes you're so afraid of failure that you won't pull the trigger and get going because you're trying to please everybody. And that's the second point, is when you are trying to search for the perfect product, you're often trying to please too many people. So the one thing is, there are no perfect products. There are no perfect services. There are great products and services, but there are no perfect products and services. Your cell phone is imperfect. Your car is imperfect, but the owners of those businesses are making billions of dollars. So that's the first thing, is understand great products. Perfection isn't required. Okay. And so, and I hit on something earlier when I said that you're trying to please too many people. Well, that's part of a problem. When you're constantly trying to reach perfection, you'll talk to somebody else and, oh, I should include this, and oh, and I need to include this thing in this forever. You're constantly revising it. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. You're actually doing a good thing by talking to customers, but put a product out there. Get the first iteration out there, and then get feedback, and then revise it, make it better. That's what we do, and so just be okay with what's called the minimum viable product. Put something out there that can deliver on the promise. Can it do what your product or service is designed to do? Can it fulfill the needs of the customers? And then later on, get more feedback and improve it, but get going out there. So this is crippling a lot of you guys. It hurt. It set me back for a while. I'd been intending to get back into consulting a while ago, and I was going to build me a few courses. When I tell you that I have already built several courses, but I never put them out because they weren't textbook perfect. And I was actually I was thinking like I was releasing a college course, but that's not. And I had to back up from that, because the reality of it is, most of the people I'm trying to help, entrepreneurs and people that just, leaders, they don't need another college course. They need actionable information that they can input, that they can use today and change their life. They can put it in action today. So I had to rethink that. But then, and again, along the way, I realized that, wow, when did I turn into a perfectionist? Because I've never been that. I've never been a perfectionist. I've always been the guy that says, hey, get going. Be the firstest with the mostest, right? Get on out there, make your mistakes, and get information and tweak it. So a few things to think about rather, is when you're trying to be a perfectionist, very often it's a cover up because you don't want to take risk. You are uncomfortable with the risk. All entrepreneurship is risk. Now, we want to take measured and calculated risk, but if you don't want risk, be comfortable at your day job. Okay? Be comfortable at your day job. Sometimes it's because we're stressed. Again, entrepreneurship is up and down. Get ready. It's going to be a heck of a ride. It's going to be an enjoyable one, but it's going to have its ups and downs. You're stressing because you're afraid of failure. Again, I'll include a couple of videos in the links below, but failure is a part of the process. You just have to have your systems in place, your process from learning from the failure. So, don't let that be a reason. And sometimes you're trying to be a perfectionist because your creativity is stifled. Again, so if you find yourself stifled for creativity, then there are some exercise we could do. Maybe I need to make a video about that. But the point is, remove yourself from the environment. It's your environment. It's the people or whatever you're in. So you have to find a different environment, meditate, do whatever you have to do. But again, I could touch on that another time. And again, just give yourself permission to fail. Give yourself permission to be okay, knowing that putting out a good product now is way better than trying to put out a perfect product 5 years from now, because one, markets may change. Even a year from now, this business environment is constantly changing. So whatever you're doing today, it's a good chance you need to do it different next year anyway. So don't wait till next year, because again, you're going to have to upgrade. So again, just perfection, it's not a great quality in business. That's the honest part of it, right? This is why perfectionism is bad for business, because you live in an imperfect market. You're constantly under attack. Your situation with your customers is constantly changing. So just understand. One other thing, perfectionism is bad. Sometimes we use that as a crutch. Instead of delegating small, menial tasks, we want to do everything. Again, got to let go of the baby. We got to let the baby go swim sometime, right? And I think, that's, guys, just wanted to touch on it because this was on my mind. And again, I've been a victim of that. I've been released. Over the next month, you're going to see I'm going to roll out 3 or 4 different products. 2 of those are already complete. 2 of them are not. But I'm going to put out minimum viable products. I'm going to get feedback, and I'm going to let you know along the way, yep, this is the first iteration. It's going to still accomplish the goal. It's going to do what I set out to do, whatever that is. It's going to have a positive effect on your life if you decide to engage and use it. But it's also a situation where it's not perfect. It's not even close to perfect. That's not the goal. So again, these were some few reasons why perfectionism is bad, and all the other things I said were true. Also, it stops you from getting rest because you're stressed out, and again, you want to customize or personalize everything. There's time and place for that. But guys, get going, get started. Minimum viable product, minimum viable course. Reiterate. Last thing, anyway, I'll save that for another video. This has been why perfectionism is bad for business. Drop it, get rid of it, get going, get out there, make yourself vulnerable, get ready to fail, embrace the failure, manage the risk, manage the cost, not the rate of failure. All the stuff ties in together. Again, I'm Dale Myers with Vision Advanced. Y'all take care.